Next up, we have Jennifer Shea. She's a Pilates instructor, and she owns the Willow, a Pilates and gyrotonic studio here on the island. She's going to talk to us about the center, and everybody welcome Jennifer Shea.
All right. Hello. Hi. Finally got you here.
Hi. Yeah.
So what's going on?
So much is going on.
I can see.
Between the business and my kids, got a lot going on.
Jennifer has 3 kids. God bless her, right? Let's give it a hand. All right, first order of business. When did you actually get into the Pilates, the yoga, and gyrotonic?
Well, I got into Pilates when I started college as a dance major, and they made us take it. I went to SUNY Purchase, and I took it for 4 years with a teacher who became like a very famous master teacher. His name is Bob Leekins, and then I went to NYU to get my master's in dance education for higher education, and they trained us to teach in Pilates. They called it dance alignment, and that was a really good program. And then I was still performing and stuff like that, but I kept getting hired to teach, and
We'll get to that question after.
yeah, and I finally just, after I had my son was when I opened my business, actually, my first son.
Cool.
Back in 2002, we opened.
And you've been there ever since. Good.
Wow. So you're a Pilates center, but you also give teacher training on site, right?
Yeah, it's Pilates, yoga, gyrotonic. We have dance classes and children's fitness classes as well. But yeah, and gyrotonic is new.
What is actually gyrotonic? I really never heard of that.
It's really, I find it the most advanced form of movement that I've learned so far, because it's core strengthening like Pilates is, but it incorporates a lot more movement and twisting, bending, side bending, arching of your spine, and it actually rehabilitated me from a neck injury I had from a car accident, and I tried everything from massage to acupuncture, any chiropractic, everything that you could possibly do alternative medicine-wise, because I was pregnant and nursing while I was healing, so I couldn't take very many medications. So the gyrotonic was the thing that really helped me to get better.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and it's because it forces you to arch a lot more, and most people sit like this, and then it puts a lot of strain on your neck. So there's lots of ways that you can make your body feel better.
Interesting.
Yeah, just through movement, through muscular strengthening and myofascial release.
So you're teaching this in schools now? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I'm very excited about that. One of my students is a politician, and my son's school, they knew what I did for a living. They're like, oh, I wish you could come and teach here. And they said, but we needed to get funding. I said, well, I can ask my client. And he was doing the budget, and he's like, absolutely, because he's a big advocate for just healthy families and stuff like that. And he does a lot already for that. But he got us a grant, so we're starting bringing Pilates, yoga, and nutritional counseling to families, not just the kids, but the parents, because it's really important that it comes from everyone in the household, not just a kid who may be a little chubby.
Right, because you teach them the right core principles, and then they go home and they eat Twinkies.
Exactly, and I've had kids with weight problems, and their parents bring them to me and then take them for ice cream after, and I look at them like...
So you've set up a cooperative center for other small businesses in the wellness field. And can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Okay, because I had expanded just as the recession started, and in ways of keeping, because people really loved the space as it got bigger, because we have more rooms and we can do more things. Also, some small businesses were starting to fold, so we've opened up our doors and sublet to other small business people. Like right now we have a girl who teaches spin. So we have spin there, we have ballroom dance, we have a girl who's coming to teach pole dancing.
Well, listen, I was just going to say, I heard some crazy
Very
stuff.
popular.
You got pole, you teach people how to pole dance and do lap dances. You know,
Not
so
lap dances, it's pole dance.
Oh, okay, that's what I heard.
Very different.
All right. Okay,
Good
pole
for everyone.
dancing, belly dancing, that's what I went.
Belly dancing, I've had lots of different belly dancing teachers. And if you are a very good belly dancing teacher and you're out there, you should contact me because they're very hard to come by on Staten Island. There's a lot in Manhattan, but it's hard to get a really good one. So I'm looking for a new belly dance teacher.
Now, where do those who actually completed teaching move on to after they finish your program?
All right, when I opened, I was the only Pilates teacher or center on the island because I tried to get other people to work with me because it was so busy. I can't even tell you, people were coming in before I was ready to open because there wasn't anywhere to go.
Right.
And I couldn't find anyone to teach. So I'd bring some friends of mine in from Manhattan who were teaching, but then we started our own program, which is a 600-hour comprehensive teacher training course.
Wow.
We also do smaller courses like basic mat and intermediate mat because a lot of gym teachers for schools as well as personal trainers and stuff like that, they take like a shorter course because they just do group classes. They don't really work on equipment. But we offer both.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, you should try it.
Yeah, well, this is what we're going to do, actually. My other co-host, Dana, Lisa's my part-time co-host. We're actually going to do like the Regis and Kelly thing. We're going to get invited to her studio.
And we're going to try.
I'm the guinea pig. I got sucking into it. And me, her, and Dana are going to get our asses whipped by her.
Yes.
And it's going to be on film. And then when she comes on in a couple months, we're going to play it.
We'll show the improvement.
The improvement.
Yeah.
I actually do yoga, so I was very excited to have Jen here on the show.
First of all, Pilates, yoga, gyrotonic, they're all rooted in alignment. That's the difference between going to like a studio like the Willow or as opposed to going to a gym. I went with a friend of mine to a gym recently and I couldn't believe my eyes. Just at the way that people hold their bodies while they're working with really, really heavy weight. And it's like, ooh, man, oh my God. And you're supposed to really hold yourself properly so that you're working a specific muscle. If you're not doing that, you're using every muscle to like lift a big, heavy, you know, whatever.
So you can get body tone, same benefits almost if you really do the program, I guess, right?
And the thing that's good about working in a studio like the Willow is you have really, really well-trained teachers like who are rooted in alignment, who are going to watch you, make sure you do everything really properly. You're not just going to muscle your way through it. Nobody screams at you. Nobody's mean to you. You know, we'll make you work and make you sweat, but it's pleasant.
Well, let me interrupt this. Let me ask you one question. You got a rolling, but right? You got a rolling of your instructional video. Great. Well, let's run the clip. Artie, roll it.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Shea, owner of the Willow Studios for Pilates and Yoga, and this is the Willow Studios Power Principles Workout. This combination of styles from classical Pilates principles mixed with Anusara Yoga's universal principles of alignment makes for an intense and effective mind-body challenge. Our clients are truly satisfied with the results they get physically, mentally, emotionally, and intellectually. Yes, you will wake up dormant brain cells using this form of exercise. Apply these principles to all of your activities to enjoy a healthier, balanced body.
All right. That's some nice stuff, and I heard somebody that we all know did the editing and the producing for that. Why don't you give him a plug?
Matt Pantolino and Alicia Vitarelli. Yeah, they both.
Actually, he runs CTV. He's our new boss down here, and he did a lot for CTV.
Yay! He did an awesome job.
Prior to the last guy that was running CTV, Matt's a heaven sent. And I thank you, Matt, personally. So, moving right along.
So, Jen, is there a website or are you on Facebook?
Yes.
Can you tell?
The Willow Center for Divine Alignment has Facebook, and it's www.willowstudios.com.
Well, listen, Jennifer, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure.
I hope to see you in the future, and we'll make a
Oh,
day
okay.
for that we come in and do
Yeah,
a
I
Pilates.
can't
Everybody,
wait.
Jennifer Shea. All right.
They're nice and rowdy.
Jennifer Shea.
Yeah, she was great.
She did okay today.
I think she did,
Yeah, definitely.